Mechanic Dan here with Runyon Surface Prep. Today we're going to be talking about the Florex 4-head grinder. Really big machine, really hard workhorse. All right, this is a 30Q, which means it's a quad, the 4. They make a 30D, which is the double. This is a 480 volt machine, 4 motors, 4 transmissions, 4 heads. Let's start out with the head and the tooling. All right, here's one of the heads that come off of it. Really simple. All you do, slide our tooling in and out. It'll have 6 of our tooling holders all around it. Figure out what tooling you want, just slide it in, snap it in. We have a lot of customers that use PCDs on these because they want to do a lot of work, big amounts of work, really fast. So this machine will really do it. It'll do some chewing. So yep, pick out what tooling you want. And one of the things you have to pay attention with this, for control handling, they actually make 2 motors go one direction and then 2 other motors go another direction. That way it's not pulling one way or the other if they're all going one way. That way you have 2 sets of heads going one direction, and you'll have the tooling for that direction, and then 2 going the other, and you want the left-hand tooling for that one. So always remember, you got to get the right direction on it. This machine is reversible, so you got to make sure you got your tooling going in the right way, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. All right, let's go over to the machine here. All right, what you have is 4 heads mounted to a Sumitomo transmission, mounted to that head down at the bottom. All heads are connected to this same 480 volt control, but they will not start up at the same time. Just to save your generator all that in-surge, what will happen is you plug up your generator, fire it up, one motor will start, it's time for a second or two, the next one, then the next one, and then the next one. Once they're all up and going, you can watch your gauge and it'll tell you what percentage of your load you're actually running. Make sure they're all running good. All right, what this is, they're called the satellite. It's actually a Florex satellite, but you also hear it be called a Spyder and other names. I've heard all kinds of things, but if you call and ask for the Spyder, we'll know it's the big 4-head or the 2-head, but this is the Florex model. All right, as you fire this up, it's really easy to control, but it is heavy. You'll be putting your weights down here to move it around and be portable so you can lift it all up. This is really heavy machine. Once you get settled in and you're ready to start grinding, you'll move your weights from here to designated areas down on the head. The more weight, the more grinding you do. So be careful you pick the right tooling with the right weight. All right, once you get it going, you'll want to come around here. It's very simple. You'll have a graphic display come up. It'll tell you your voltage. It'll tell you your percentage of load. Now you would think this thing would pull a lot of amperage being as big as it is, but actually each one of those motors with the gearbox only pulls maximum 6.3 full load amps. So when you're up and going, you're not pulling 30 amps, but that's because it's 480 volt 3-phase. One of the things I have most common anytime somebody has a problem is it's tripping breakers. What's happened is 9 times out of 10 they've pulled this cord and they're single phasing the unit, and what they've done is they've pulled one of the leads out of the ground or one of the lines off this plug. Several times I've had to replace these, and I usually secure them up right here, but 9 times out of 10 if there's a problem and it's tripped, somebody's pulled the cord out. So just be careful with that. Really easy control. Stop, start, e-stop, stop, start. Just watch your voltage and your amperage. Once you get it up and going, you can adjust your weight by the load and keep down around 70% load. Does really good. There's really no need to go 100% load because this thing does so much work, and the Sumitomo gearboxes are so strong. If you're doing 100% of this machine's capability, you're really chewing some concrete. So just be sure and take it easy. There's no reason to really dig in too deep because this thing will do all the work for you. Once you get it set up, it balanced right, get your weights on there, the right tooling, it's really easy to control. Other than that, just make sure you got good pigtails on it. Don't go over 100 feet of cord if you're going to your generator or your house power. We have a tendency to lose voltage the longer the leads. And these things are really susceptible to that, and you end up pulling more cords out and stuff like that. So this is a really good machine for doing a lot of work quick. If you have any questions, just give us a call here at Runyon Surface Prep. This has been Mechanic Dan. Thank you.